Give it to me harder, big boy.
Yo, what's up, you degenerates?
Yeah.
What up, ladies?
What's up?
How it going? How it going? Remember, Zero's Black Friday sale is going on right now. And click the link.
It's a 20% off or 25, something
It's
like that.
20% off all month long, man. So take advantage of that.
Oof. That's a big, long Black
Dude,
Friday.
Yeah, big old long. That's a Miles Garrett-esque Black Friday.
That's a girthy Black
Do you
Friday.
see that dude smuggling a fucking iguana in his sweatpants? Good Lord, sir.
No, Jesus, yeah. Someone put that boy out to pasture, my man.
Yeah, good Lord. I'm like, man, I feel extremely inadequate right now, dude. I commented, I'm like, dude, my wife's on this app. You got to chill out with that.
Yeah, nobody can. You and your third arm. Yeah, get out of it. Yeah.
Unbelievable, man.
It's ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Oh, woo-wee.
Unbelievable. Dude, I was telling the guys before we started the show, I had to take a nap, man. You know what I mean? Like I was super tired today from talking about window cleaning on the internet. No, I'm just kidding. I was actually cleaning windows today. Actually, I didn't clean. I did clean windows, but I spent most of the day 3 stories in the air on a lift, so that was awesome.
How'd that go?
I'm still digging honey locust leaves out of my ass crack and shit. You know.
But is it done?
You know what a honey locust is, don't you? And those little tiny leaves.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But is it done?
Yeah, it's done. I got it done. Of course, it's done. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's all
Hell
matters.
yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
That's all that matters. Ain't no going back tomorrow.
I got to go back. I got to do the other building. I got to do the other building, but that's only one story. I got to do one story, and then this year he added a bunch of flat roofs. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of flat roofs on the building. He wants me to wash them down and squeegee them pull the grates off, the drain grates off, and clean those out real good and stuff. Hi, Mom. And
Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mary.
You know, do the thing. So that's a little added bonus. And then I've got to decorate a Christmas tree.
Oh yeah.
A big Christmas tree. Like I told them your suggestion on how many lights to get. They said that you're wrong.
Oh, okay.
Good.
So
Good,
you know,
you're wrong.
I got that going for me, Seth. Because
Nice.
you know, I told you I kind of stepped out. I was like, you know what? I tried to do this 2 months ago for you guys, and you were like, "Oh yeah, we'll get it done," and you never did it. Lost the email. I don't know where the email's at. You printed it out for me. I can't find it.
Print out an email. Nice.
Well,
So is he too many lights or too little lights?
He says too many. He's like, dude, it's like this much money for that much lights. I'm like, yeah, because that's how many you need. He's like,
that doesn't make me wrong. That just makes him not want to spend money.
I tried to explain that to him. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you do if you get like? Start
this
from
is
the top to the bottom.
Well, yeah. How do you do that, Seth? How do you attack the tree? Do you?
And if you run out of lights, 3/4.
I do top to the bottom.
Top to the bottom. And when you say 2 feet spacing, do you mean 2 feet in between wraps?
Yeah, in between wraps. So
Really?
like a 24-inch wrap. Well, if you run the C9 bulbs, they're about this big. So having it's casting a lot of lumens.
Well,
so
he's like
that
2 foot spacing. He's like 2 foot spacing. I'm like, listen, dude. I was like, this is what I told. This is what I told. I was like, listen, dude. We were on the phone together, and
it's Seth's fault.
No, it's not Seth's fault. The guy, we have a pretty good rapport, me and this guy. So
yeah.
I just told him, I was like, listen, you're the fucking professional. What the fuck do I know? Why would I just asked a guy that does it every year how he would do it. I mean, he's clearly a fucking idiot. Just buy how many ever you want, and we'll just do it the way you want.
Yeah.
I said, because no matter how it looks, you're gonna pay me. If there is fucking 4 foot of that tree that ain't got lights on it, you're still paying me.
Right. Well, better to have more lights and put them somewhere else than not have enough.
He wants the trunks of these skinny trees wrapped.
Yeah.
Like the honey locust in the parking lot. He's got like 6 or 8 of them. I told him $150 a tree, and he was like, "What?" I was like, "Dude, I don't even know if that's enough money, to be honest with you." You know what I mean? I don't even know if that's enough.
Do you have to buy the mini lights?
No, I don't have to buy any of it.
Oh, okay.
Do you think that's not enough?
I know. I mean, I think it's good. If you don't have to, if it's just labor on the tree.
Yeah, labor on the trees. That's all I'm charging him is labor on the trees. They're supplying everything. Do you think I?
So I mean, are you responsible to come out and fix lights if they're out?
No.
I mean,
no.
Oh, okay then.
No.
Then, yeah.
I'm the guy with the lift. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, what's going to happen is you're going to get 2/3 of the way down the tree and run out of lights. And he's going to order more lights and go, fuck.
And you're probably not going to get him.
And then the problem with that is you're going to have to put a connection in between somewhere on the branches. It's most likely if it snows, if it rains, something happens. That section's going to go out and they're going to have to go up and fix it. And that's what's going to happen. People don't understand trees cost what they cost because of how many lights you have to use to make it look good.
And how tall did I tell you the tree was? 40 foot?
I thought you told me it was 50 and let me look here.
I think it was 40.
You text in the group?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was like over $1,400 just for that one tree and lights, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, that tree's like
he's like, that's $1,400, and I'm like, yeah, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but then you own the lights.
That's what I tried to tell him. I was like, you can reuse that shit, and it's special for that tree every year. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to worry.
You put it in one tub.
Yeah,
this is the big tree.
Done. Big tree, done. You know what I mean? And I'm arguing with this guy. I'm like, listen, I just told him, I was like, you do it however you want to do it. I said, if we get halfway through that tree and it don't got lights to the bottom, I don't want to hear no bullshit, because I told you. You're the professional. I started my business for you to tell me how to do shit. That's why I started doing this in the first place. I was like, Bob is going to call me and be like, hey, this is how you do this. And I'm like, all right, sure, Bob.
There's a lot of that, though, this year, man.
Oh, my goodness, dude.
A lot of it.
Listen.
Yeah.
Leah does a house Leah does house cleaning, right? Mm-hmm. And this lady told her that she had to stay 4 hours to that because that's what she would like. What? This job's over in 2. What are you talking about? 4? Because she felt the hourly rate didn't benefit what she was getting. She goes, well, am I doing what you need?
Yeah, if it's fucking clean and you're good at what you do.
Right. Leah's all stressing about it. I said, babe, do the job, get done.
Yeah, I did 5 houses on Monday. I ended up having a $1,500 day, which is pretty good. Almost $1,500.
Yeah.
And the one house I did, like, every time I set the ladder up and go up the ladder, this woman is standing in the window pointing at shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like,
that pisses me off, dude.
And she would be like pointing at spots, and I'd be like, and mind you, this is her first time clean, so I'm blading everything. You know what I mean? I'm a bladerama. You know what I mean? So there ain't nothing. She's like, there's a spot right here. I was like, it's on the inside. She's like, no. And then she grabs it with her fingers. She's like, oh, you're right. And then the next one does the same thing. Oh, you're right. I'm just like, I get around. I'm like maybe 6 windows from being finished with the second floor work. And she's like, I was like, listen, do you just want me to come? You want to come out here and you want to do it? Just like that.
Yeah.
And she just looked at me and then turned around and walked away. She gave me,
it's too late in the year for.
Yeah, she paid me cash. Yeah. She paid me $350 cash, $25 more than what I charged her, what I quoted her for the exterior, and she probably never called me again. But that's fine. I don't care. I'm not dealing with that every time I come to your house. You know what I mean?
Nah, fuck
I
that.
don't feel like it was. I wasn't really
Get the
rude, but I was
inside
just
job.
like, "Are you gonna do you want to do this? Because if you want to do this, you just show me. You know what I mean? Like I'll come down from the ladder and you can go. I'll let you use my tools if you want. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck,
Right.
man?
I hate that.
Yep.
I hate outside only when people are like that, though. I'm like, just let me do both sides.
We got a question here. Cody Smith asked TJ, quick question. So I landed a small store to do once a month. You know how you know when people clean storefronts and they don't wipe the frame, it's kind of bakes on there. What is the best way to make that look good? Oof. Armor all.
Scrub the
No,
shit out of
I
it.
don't
Depends
know.
on what is it white?
Just-
What color is the
Yeah,
frame?
what color is the frame?
I think he said it was black frames.
Black frames.
Just scrub the shit out of it.
I would
Yeah.
scrub it if you really want it to look okay. You might wipe it down with like
walnut pad, white pad will probably get most of the junk off of there, and then
you don't really want to put like it will look stellar if you put WD-40 on it. The problem is it holds dirt and dust.
Yeah.
You know, and then you're gonna
Yeah.
squeegee off that sill next time you come and track that shit everywhere.
Yeah. So I would get, first of all, I would get it nice and wet and fucking just give them a good scrub with something abrasive. I wouldn't do steel wool. I would use like a white pad or some walnut pad or something like that. To get them up to snuff. Yeah, just to get them up to snuff. What's up, Richie? Oh, Mark Darnell, what up, cuz? They're black frames. Yeah, that's what I would do, bud.
Yeah, same.
Now we haven't talked about the cookout yet, but we're going to.
Plus, it's commercial. You know what I mean? So like, it's like you're gonna be there
You're gonna be back.
consistently. You don't have to do it all at once.
Yeah. But I could see where you're wanting to whip them into shape. You know what I mean? That would be my suggestion. Is just once you got them all white, washed and scraped and whatever you're gonna do when that water's sitting on the frame there. Just leave the bottom half like ready for squeegee and just give it a really good scrub. You know what I mean? And then finish it off and wipe it down. That's typically what I would do. But there's, me and the John about 2 or 3 weeks ago, the guy that used to own the company, he ended up getting we used to do staples, and John used to do staples when he owned the company for trade. So he would trade out like reams of paper or envelopes, whatever. And see, I'm not.
It never works out in the long run.
You're paying me. So I stopped doing them. So they reached out to John like, hey man, really need our windows done, whatever. And John called me. He's like, hey man, I'm doing staples. I'm like, well, I'm not doing staples. And he's like, well, why don't you do staples anymore? I was like, because how much? I got fucking a goddamn pile of paper over here. What am I going to do with this fucking paper?
Right.
I want money, So he ended up making me feel bad. So I went and helped him out because I'm the T-Squeege. You know what I mean? I'm a swell guy. I went and helped John out. You know what I mean? Because he's transitioning in life, not getting a reassignment surgery, but he's going through some shit. So
is he identifying as a retired person?
He's identifying as I can't put his business out there, but he's got some shit going on. And I was like, well, I'll come help you out, man, just because you're gonna be there all night. Because this dude is like a storefront that would take me like 30 minutes. It would take him like half a day because he's like, he's just not good at fucking cleaning windows. He's not good at it. So I went and helped him. We were scraping everything down and shit. And those frames at that place were like this guy's talking about. And John scrubbed on them forever to get them. And they look good, but
they're only going to get so good once a finish is damaged on a frame.
That's what I told him. Yeah.
Especially like the stainless
anodized
frames and anodized.
The anodized or powder coated. I mean, it is what it is.
They get pitted with street dirt.
People that shit sit on there for weeks at a time.
Mark sells the skid mark through WCR. It's not a zero skid mark. It's just a skid mark. It's the Squeegee Life skid mark. It's not a zero product. It's a Mark Tanner product.
Yeah.
And it's less than 10 grand, and it's way fucking cooler.
about 25% cheaper, and it's
25%
25% less gay.
And
Less gay.
Less gay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only partially gay.
Yeah.
Only on the weekends when the wife's
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's Bill Jordan, I think, isn't it? Is that Bill, Axl Rose 3? I still got him blocked on YouTube on his regular name because he wouldn't
Yeah, I
stop talking
think so.
about who about them Michigan Booba Weens to me all the time. I'm like, dude, I don't even watch that shit. That's Tim. You know what I mean?
And they suck.
Tim's the Ohio State fucking honk, not me. I just don't get down with it like
Yeah, I
that.
want to see those 18 and 19-year-old boys play
Yeah.
football. I want to see grown man.
You wait till they're 22.
Yeah, I wait a
I
little
showed
while.
him TJ's
Till they
video.
can
I wait a
drink.
little while.
When they can drink, yeah.
He thinks it's not big enough. Yeah, well, 50 gallons. I mean, how much is that $10,000 Tucker system? How many gallons is that?
Well, I mean, it also is
50.
Is it?
Fill and goes are 50 gallons. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and it also has the system on it, so you can continually feed it water.
Well, some of the fill and goes have filtration. Some of them are just delivery. He's got one that's made for a Maverick that's $22,000. It's something like that.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Listen, Mark. Listen, dude. Like, if you showed him that video, listen, I'm telling you, man, 50 gallons of
You
water
think he's
is a lot of
building
fucking water, and you can hook it up and
No, he
run.
ain't
You
building them.
can hook it up to
Yeah.
their house and make more pure water while you're using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you need someone to talk to, I use it every
his
single
is 100
day.
gallons. Well, he must have a big ass truck then.
Yeah. We'll build you a 100-gallon.
Yeah,
I don't
whatever,
care.
dude. Buy one of them
Yeah.
things. I don't give
That's
a
all
shit.
good. I do a car dealership that's a block long. It's 6 buildings. And everything that's 2 stories and up. There's a 3-story section, and the rest is mostly 2-story. It's 6 buildings, and they're good size. We do it with less than 50 gallons. If you can't do that in 50 gallons, then you need to figure out how to. And if that don't work, plug it in and make more water.
Right. Yeah. I mean, listen, I am, of course, going to be biased because Mark makes those things. If you have a Tucker fill and go, you're probably gay. But, and that's fine. You know what I mean? That's cool. I'm okay with that.
Be gay. Yeah.
I'm cool. That's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? I honestly, I don't care either way. I know Mark doesn't either. You got to buy what you got to buy. What is what?
You gotta buy what works for you, what you like.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
So,
if a fill and go works for your business, then by all means,
do what you got to do, man. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I've got, like I said, I've got a lot of shit that I use that people probably, I'd rather have this. Cool, then get that. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool with
Do it
that.
the way
That's
you wanna
fine.
do it.
You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I
Right.
have a guy now for like 4 or 5 weeks.
It took me just till now to figure out you're wearing a hat and not a beret.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, the cold ass honky hat.
Yeah.
And by the way, not for nothing, but Jason Lehman, I believe his is 75 gallons. He got a one-off when I was playing around with filtration, and he's like, "I really want more than 50 gallons." I'm like, "Okay, how much do you want?" And he's like, 75, and I'm like, "Okay, it's gonna be I can't tell you the footprint until I get things laid out."
Yeah.
I mean, look, 50-gallon tank is 50-gallon tank, whether it's an upright tank, a round tank. They all take the real estate that requires 50
I saw
gallons.
on Reddit, if you get a Tucker, you said to pee. I really, listen, man, that dude, I'm just not a fan of the dude. You know what I mean? We all had a Tucker pole. We all had a Tucker brush. Let's be honest. That was the industry standard for a long time.
Well, I had it before it was his.
Yeah,
I
that's
had it
what
when
I'm
it was
saying.
Tucker's.
Yeah. So, he just like at the huge convention we went to that year, Seth, remember? Like he fucking completely blew us off. Didn't even want to talk to none of us. It was really weird.
Yeah. He was trying to big dog, which was kind of weird.
Dog everybody. It's like, relax, bro. You know what I mean? All right.
I'm like, this isn't even your convention, ding dong. You went to another supplier's fucking convention.
Ding dong.
Absolute ding dong.
Yeah. He was just not friendly. You know what I mean? And to me that goes a long way, but I don't know.
I'll just say this. I was kind of disappointed.
You were had a problem with the clamps. He wouldn't fucking help you with the
Well,
clamps.
I've said it before. He built those aluminum clamps.
Yeah,
They
I
were supposed to
remember
be the
you
cat's
bitching
ass.
about this.
And I bought the pole,
Uh-huh.
and within a year, the clamps shit the bed. And then I reached out and said, "Hey, these are the lifetime clamps." And he's like, "We don't make them anymore." I'm like, "Okay, so what are we gonna do?" He sent me an
Give it to me
invoice for a
harder,
set of
big boy.
clamps. I'm like, "Well, wait a minute. What about lifetime
Is
under a year.
Just because you don't make it anymore doesn't mean I'm not
yeah.
entitled to a new set of clamps."
Yeah.
And that was the year that you saw me in the Olympics in the javelin throw. Remember that?
Yeah.
It only went 6 feet, but it was still fun to. Yeah. Look, people love it, and that's fine. They make different flavors of ice cream for everybody. I'm not here to trash it. If that works for you, then so be it.
You're gay, but it's fine.
Right. Right. Some people's orifice of choice is a butthole. Mine's not.
Mine just happens not to be.
Right.
Seth.
They like the chocolate cream.
That's why I didn't say it.
Come on, dude. God damn it.
Rough there, Seth.
God, dude, don't do that, man. It's not nice. That's not nice.
That's the old Trump.
I'm gonna fucking ban you, dude.
You can't. I'll just talk it.
I'll just say it still. Hi, Jessica. Aluminum clamps are not necessarily bad. It just depends on how they're designed. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not saying that
that's
there's
Richie.
No good aluminum clamps out there. I'm
That's
just
Richie's,
saying that.
Yeah, well, nobody's shitting on aluminum clamps. We're just saying those particular ones weren't.
You got something coming out with aluminum clamps?
I'll tell you what.
Most definitely.
Well, I
Jesus.
I replaced the clamps on my sim pole with, what are they called? Facelift clamps, something like that.
Yeah.
And that was WCR's recommendation, and they're great.
Yeah.
And the new generation of clamps, the V4s.
Yeah.
They're freaking awesome.
Unbeatable. Yeah. Unbeatable. Unfuckwittable.
Right.
I'm not trying to talk anybody out of anything. If that dude is sold on he needs 100 gallons of water, I'm not going to sell him on why he should buy 50. If he wants to buy something backed by a warranty built by Americans in America, then cool. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Yeah.
That's the same way with guys talking about like reach it stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what you want to buy that shit. You know what I mean? The reason why I am a zero guy and why I agreed to be a zero sales rep is because they stand behind their product 100%.
Right.
Some guy posts on Facebook that he broke his fucking gutter gizmo and they shipped him one out that day. As soon as they seen that, Chris puts in the chat, Brighty, make it so, and then boom, they send it out. It's done.
Well, do you see that? You see that guy that bought a mystery box and it had some nice stuff in it, and he's like, "I'm completely disappointed with this." Chris refunded his money and sent him another one.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, double down.
They had it out on display. Yes. I mean, there was a Mormon tool in there, and everything else was brass and some rags and some mop covers.
Fuck, that's awesome for me for $50.
Right, it was a nice. He definitely got well more than he paid for. And he put it on display, and he got thrashed because he's like, "I'm very disappointed in this." Well, it's a mystery box, right?
Yeah, so stupid.
Right? It could have sent you a
no
rubber
matter
ding
what
dong
you
and
paid
some fucking
for it.
lube.
No matter what you paid for it, you're getting the value out of it.
Right, you're getting more.
You're getting more than the value. Yeah,
you can pick what you want for $50, and you'd be happy.
And then
with
you
what
get
you got.
2 and your money back. You probably still complained.
Right. They sent him
if
another
I get a
one.
zero system, can I still run my pure water power pole off of it? No, yeah, you can. Yeah. Tubing is tubing, dude. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't know what it's being hooked to.
Is that Unger stage
Nick,
1? Is
Nick,
that
was that you, the
backbreaker?
gutter gizmo? Did he replace that for you? Like I said, it's just, they're just solid dudes, man. It's just the people, not only the 2 guys that own it, but the people, the staff was zero. They're a little younger, you know what I mean, than me and Sean, who are kind of like the zero guys. But they're all like super hyper aware of what's happening. You know what I mean? Super hyper aware of what's going on within the community. If somebody posts something, I could tell you, as someone behind the scenes, they are all over it. They're watching. And the staff at Zero and WCR, they are watching social media. They will screenshot what you say to make sure you get taken care of. You know what I mean? They
Right.
make sure people get taken care of. Customer satisfaction is number one, man. They take that very seriously, like we all should as business owners. They take it that same kind of way. You know what I mean? So I got a question. Working on a DIY DI tank with tank. What gallon per minute should I use to pressure the zero tank? Huh? Write that again, and then we'll
Like
tell
a
you.
pump?
How many psi is the pumps that we use, Mark?
65 and 5 gallons a minute, or 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5.
And that's a perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
When you start getting into the
consumer
100
grade,
psi,
like
yeah,
you
people
want to
like,
get.
oh, I need 100 psi. When you get
No.
into 100 psi, you start blowing plant. Those
Donnell,
little push
he's an
fits
idiot.
don't like
Yeah,
100
they don't. Yeah,
psi.
you want to get
I think
something.
the PSI matters more than the gallons per minute. But
Yes, you're right.
You
You're
want
right.
to
Right.
just whatever whatever you would get to spray weeds. You know what I mean? Like I use a Tractor
Right.
Supply pump.
yeah,
Right.
that's like a 1.7,
Yeah.
or 2.2, something
Yeah,
like
it's
that. Yeah.
and it works perfect, man. It works perfect. So, if you're doing it DIY, I would put a little thought into it, but I wouldn't dump a shitload of money into it. You know what I mean? I would just,
No, use
get,
tank. Yeah.
whatever you do, make sure it's easily replaceable because you're not going to have anyone to get a warranty claim on. You know what I mean? You're going to have to do it yourself. So
Yeah.
just go to Tractor Supply and get yourself like I think I spend like what are the ones that we use, Seth? Like $130.
I don't think they're even that much.
I think they're even cheaper now.
Well,
They're like
yeah, they
Well,
might be
if
79,
you
something
go,
like that.
dude, if you
Braxton,
go to Tractor Supply,
if you go to Tractor Supply, Braxton, and
for
you
another
buy,
$25, you buy the 2-year warranty,
yes,
and they
that's what I
don't
was gonna
ask
say.
questions. You bring it in. I
Boom.
keep the box personally when I was dealing with
That's what I
that.
do.
You put it back in the box. They don't even check it. They give you another one. You know,
This is,
I'm not saying to be
I'm gonna tell you,
dishonest.
this is what I do.
You
This is
know,
what I do. I buy two. One breaks, I put it in the box, I put another one on, and while I'm driving past store, I take that one, put it in. Even I always have a spare on me at all times.
right
I have
now,
a
I
spare
mean,
pump on me at all times, man.
look, whoever is asking,
Braxton.
you're welcome, Braxton.
Braxton
He's
Butler.
welcome to private message me, and I'm just going to give you some advice. If you're going to go through that to build it, of course, if you want to build it as cheap as possible, but put an accumulator on the system because pressure switch pumps surge. So you're going to get a blast of water for 10 seconds, and then the pump's going to build enough pressure and shut down. Then it's going to push all the pressure out of the line. The pump's going to be off, and then it's going to come on again. So you're not going to get a good rinse theoretically because your water flow is changing.
Yeah.
So for another $25, $35, you put an accumulator in line to keep the pressure even all the time. And if you reach out, I'll tell you what.
What's that little valve? What's that little valve on top of mine for? My accumulator tank. There's like a little, like it looks like an air.
Oh, it's yeah, it's what it is because the way the way an accumulator tank works is it's a rubber bladder inside there, okay, and it's got, let's say, 12 psi.
Should I be
don't fuck
fucking
with it.
opening it up?
No,
I've never done anything with that.
They're set from the factory.
Okay.
So basically, what it does is the water goes into the bladder, and then the amount of pressure that's in it forces the water out of the bladder. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why when the pump is off, it still stays at the same stream.
Could that go bad?
Yes. When they go bad, the water will leak out of the bladder to inside the whole housing, and then you'll get that constant surging. That's the easiest way to tell.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm playing around with bigger accumulators, like twice the size, and that's what that basically, from what I found, is cuts down on pump cycling.
Okay? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because it has more volume. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. TJ here to liquidate the competition. That dude was salty. Oh, I don't know what we're talking about. Hey, listen, man. There's a dude that for 4 or 5 weeks now has been commenting on one of my Mormon videos. Listen, the more you get mad, give me shit about that liquidator channel, the more I'm diabolical and dipshit stuff I'm gonna say about it. You know what I mean? I'm just
think
going
it's
to double
garbage.
down every time because I personally do not. I just don't like it. That's the way this started out. Is I don't like it, and then I've got all these fucking momos in my comments. You're not a professional and don't know how to use it properly. Well, what's weird is I can get like I can get fucking the same exact results with just a regular old brass channel. Just a regular with none of that bullshit on it. So who's the pro? If you need training wheels on your squeegee, that's fine. But don't get mad at me if I think it's a hunk of shit.
Yeah, it's like bowling in the alley with the bumpers up.
Yeah, I got the bumpers.
Yeah.
We're going.
I got a
bumper
strike.
bowling.
Hey,
Yeah, if you like to play bumper bowling, then buy yourself a liquidator, bro.
Play school, man.
You know what I mean? I just personally don't like them. I love the channel, the not the channel, but the handle.
The handle. Yeah.
The handles are sweet, man. They're sweet.
like the
I love
handles.
the accelerator handles. I think they're awesome. You know what I mean? Like I've been using that new one for the wide body channels. I've been using that every day since I got it. I actually genuinely like it. It's nice.
I use it as a hand tool too. It's
nice,
not.
but I just
nice,
don't like the fucking channels. Get over it. I will go to windowcleaner.com. I will click the link in my description. I will go to windowcleaner.com. I will buy 4 of those things or a whole box, and then I will lay them on a curb and then drive my fucking truck over them just to make you guys mad. I want you guys to know that. I want you to know that. Like, guys are like, I can't, but the clips come off those, because I took an angle grinder and cut wheel and cut the fucking ends off of a. I was like, what's the proper way to use an accelerator 3 or a liquidator 3.0 channel? And then I cut the ends off of it.
Hell yeah.
I just did that because I knew I was gonna buy. I needed to buy a channel because I wanted to cut a channel specifically. There's I have a fucking literal 1,000 of the same size window, and it's it's 18 and some odd inches. You know what I mean? It's not 19. I think it's 18 and a quarter or 3/8. It's just perfect. You know what I mean? And an 18 won't work because you got to do it twice, or you got to use a rag. And a 20 is too fucking big. So I'm like, I'm just gonna buy something and cut it down. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a liquidator channel and cut it down just to be a dickhead. You know what I mean? I did it on
about 6 months ago. 6 months ago, WCR put in an order for keychains, and now it's at a point where what they do is whatever sells more, they just send me the channels. Pretty much 18s, cut them up and make these into keychains. So they kind of know with an 18-inch channel they're going to get 8 or 9 keychains out of that. So they get the red, white, and blue are real popular. Some black channels, and then they. I know. I think Jersey was in on this because they sent me a bunch of liquidator channels.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'd rather put them in the hydraulic press and just smash them, But then, and I thought about doing that. You ever seen those TikTok videos where they're smashing shit with a giant press? Like.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I'm like, I start cutting up the liquidator channels, and I don't use that stuff, so I'm not as familiar with it. But the bottom on the inside, which would be the part on the glass, it rolls around. Where the rubber goes, but it doesn't come up as high as anything else. Okay, so it's really hard to find a spot to drill a hole. To put and then that blue piece, it's like the size of the whole keychain that I'd make. So I'm like, well, I want to attach it to the plastic. I know it's not gonna hold very long.
Sell it to him. The guy that's gonna buy that is a huge nerd anyway. So
those came out. They had the ends. The ends had to be like 2.5 inches in order to make it work instead of.
I have the 0 small DI tank, but I have to take it out by hand of the back of the truck to hook it up to some of my larger storefronts. I have a 5x8 pressure washing trailer, but I have a 4Runner that I use for Windows side 24/7. So what I'm thinking is a 30 or 40 gallon tank with my 0 DI, the bleach pump to give it the tank pressure, then add 0.
Well, you want the pump coming out of the tank, not filling the tank.
Listen, what you want to do, what you don't want it to, what you want to do is you want to purify your water first going into the tank. You don't want to pull from your tank through the DI. You want to have your water pure coming out of the tank. You want to pump the water from your tank pure to the brush. That's what I would do.
And if you're using a soft wash tank, it better be scrubbed clean. You can't go back and forth because salt is the biggest thing that's going to spot.
Yeah.
So you want a dedicated
dedicated tank for your water, and you want to make sure the water is pure. Your from the tank to the brush is pure. You don't want to run fucking water through the tank and through a DI and then out. You don't want to do that. You want to run it through the DI first into the tank, bud.
Think about how you use your soft wash pumps. Yeah. It's the same idea. It's the same idea as like soft washing, right? You got a mixed tank, then you have the pump, and you have a dipstick that drops in the tank, and then you have it coming through your 3/8 line. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Except you're just doing it with pure water.
Yeah, and you just want to make sure the water is pure in the tank, man. So like in my tank system, the skid mark, I hook my hose up to it. It runs through the system, purifies the water, goes into the purified water goes into the tank, and then I pump it from the tank to the water fed pole and scrub the windows that way. So that's, I mean, what I would do, Braxton, is go buy a mop and a squeegee.
And if you're doing storefronts with water fed,
brother,
pure water doesn't take off handprints at all. I don't care what you tell me. A greasy handprint on a door is not coming off with pure
I don't know
water.
how he's doing it. I'm not going to pretend to know what you're doing, but what I am saying is I would definitely purify the water and then put it in the tank and then pump it out. That's what I would do. I don't know if that's what you're saying there, but I think you're kind of doing the opposite.
Yeah, pulling the water from the tank to run through.
Right. Besides, you want if you're using, a dual bed or mixed bed DI, the slower you push the water through it, the more pure the water is going to be.
Yeah.
Because it's a chemical exchange. But you don't want to force water through it at a high rate at all.
Yeah, because then it's not gonna. It's
not going to really mess up the membranes. Yeah. You do all sorts of weird stuff.
Well, he's not even using a membrane. It's just the resin he's running it through.
Oh, he's just running it through resin?
Yeah. So,
just make the water, put it in the tank, and then pump it out of the tank. That's it.
Right. That's what I would do,
And you can leave the little DI tank in the back.
You don't need to have a slanted pointy end to reduce detailing. Yeah, I Richie, man, I try to tell these kids this stuff, but... And like Bobby says, they say zero detail, but you still have to wipe it. I mean, if you're not wiping the frames, what are you doing anyways?
I don't understand where this came to concept.
Luke the window cleaner.
The amount of time you're saving.
Yeah, but Luke the window cleaner is probably, him and Steve-O are probably two of the most anal retentive window cleaners you will ever see clean a window. Both those dudes detail everything, no matter if it needs it or not. They're always wiping the frames. You wipe the frames. You know what I mean? I know I don't post a lot of me wiping the frames during content because my videos, I try to make as short as possible. You know what I mean? I've just never been one to be like, here's me wiping a frame. Like, I just figured that goes with you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to show you the squeegee work. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's me wiping a window.
The only thing Luke does that makes me like uncomfortable, because I'm just like, when he takes his finger and wipes the water off the frame, I'm like, one day that finger is going to get shredded by some crappy ass frame. That's the only thing that I'm like, oh, that scares me. But
listen, there's more people not doing frames than there are
guys that do them. Yeah.
That's always weird to me. I'm like, that's part of the window.
I shoot a lot of content at the Wendy's that I do because I'm there every morning, like 6 days a week. And they're cool with me shooting on property. You know what I mean? I asked, they were like, yeah, that's fine. As long as you don't have the employees in it, we don't care. You know what I mean? No employees, no customers. It's cool. You know what I mean? Don't give away the locations. I try not to, whatever. But you don't see me detail a lot there because I really don't have to. The shit's getting done once a week. You know what I mean? Like, those windows are whipped into shape. That's why I do content on them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Sorry.
And commercial's different than residential.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be detailed, but you don't have to be as detailed as, my opinion, in a residential setting,
Yeah, Mark just runs his washer down the frame and dips. He's like, I'm out.
Peace. Like here's a ticket, dog.
Yeah, Braxton, look for Mark Tanner on Facebook's on in the pro window cleaning. He'll help you out, buddy.
Whatever you want. I'll give you my phone number.
He'll give you. You don't have to. He's not going to give you his fucking phone number. Just message him on Facebook, and he'll
tell
try
you what
to help
you need
out,
to know.
Braxton. Yeah. If you want to buy a Zero Pure or something like that, Braxton, you can call me. I'll hook you up. Yeah, I mean, I give you the hookup. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, I'll sell it to you. I'm not Luke. I'm not cool enough to have a discount code where you get money off. One of these days, I will be as cool as Luke. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I appreciate it. Just didn't know if the sand will scratch. There are so many Airbnbs here, and I want to approach the property managers. Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone around with a hose. Like I live on the beach too. I've gone around like if it's been neglected, it's right
you
on the
can
water.
hose them
I'll hose
down.
it all down just to kind of at least eliminate some of the chance.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm still after all this time, like that country club I do has top windows that are about a foot tall and 5 foot wide, and then a window that's obviously 5 foot wide and like 8 foot long. And I do all the tops, and then I come back and do the bottoms. And the top is up against stucco, so it tends to bleed down.
Yeah.
You know, I actually took a piece of, I'll send you a picture of it. It's a good idea, I think. I sent it to Chris and Alex. They didn't pay any attention to it. But I actually screwed a piece of silicone, rubber silicone that I bought, and it goes across it screws into the block of the brush. So you can't see the bristles. And because it's a pencil jet brush. So when you put it on the glass, and there's no water getting above the bristles. Okay, makes sense?
Oh, you basically have like a little shield over the top of your brush.
I'll go get it. I'll go get it.
Get the fuck out of here, for real?
Yeah, it's like
I'm gonna go get it.
A good idea.
So listen to me, because I had bleed downs. I'm gonna go get it in a second, but because I had bleed downs. But the thing, I'm literally less than 50 feet from the ocean at this club. If I get there and it's cloudy, it does perfect every time. If that glass is 120 degrees, you're gonna do them 3 or 4 times to get it right, because it dries so fast it doesn't have a chance to work. The bottom window that's 8 foot by 5 foot, you got to do the top half, let it finish doing what it's gonna do, and then you go from where you finish just above and down. Let me go get that brush. I think it's cool.
I did my Wendy's today. Go ahead. I did my Wendy's today inside and out in 35 minutes with a 3-foot step ladder. Normally it takes 45 with a pole. I post it. Now it sounds like you suck with a pole.
Fuck. my willow step ladder help me.
Pro window cleaning is a guarantee. A-hole commenting on. Oh yeah, dude. Listen, man. I do my Wendy's inside and out 25 minutes with a pole. So I think maybe.
Well, I mean, at this point, why don't you just walk around with drywall or stilts and do it that way? Then, yeah. It'd be fucking Pokey the Clown cleaning windows.
I'm just not a huge fan of fucking carrying around A-frame ladders. I'm just not. I never have been. I don't feel like they're the right application for our trade. There's a reason why street poles. That's what I grew up, or not grew up. That's what I came up in the game. Window cleaning was the 4-foot Unger pole, the telescopic Ergotech. That was a street pole. That's what I was. That was the way it was introduced to me. Got 8 foot of reach. Then Zero came out with the carbon fiber trad pole, the 12-foot trad, and that's just what I use. You know what I mean? That's just what I use.
I mean, I think A-frames kind of only uses in residential. To be honest.
I never did. I always used we had at the time a wooden piece ladder, wooden stack, and I would just use the top all the time because we had a 7-foot headpiece, so I would always use the.
I mean, we had the amount of times I've used a 6-footer just closed.
Yeah. I just
same way thing.
I just that's what I prefer. And then as I started doing more window cleaning, I got more and more proficient with a pole. So I just, in most instances, a lot of the times where I'm working at, a lot of these homes slope down towards the waterfront. So sitting a ladder on the side of a house, it's really hard to do because, in 12 inches, it might drop, or the width of a ladder, it might drop 12 inches. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the grade.
Yeah, the grade. So I was just always using a pole, and I just got good at it. So.
It does make a difference when
there's more than one way to skin a cat. Just because I do things the way that I do things does not mean that you should be doing them the same way. Everyone should do things the way they mean to. You know what I mean? Or the way that the way it makes it easiest for them. You know what I mean?
The way they're comfortable.
Yeah, the way they're comfortable. I'm turning into a fat ass. I used a 3-foot step brush. I'm so fast. See, yeah, it's just that's just you. Like I said, it's just what you're used to doing, man. That's the only thing I could say. Well, let's
All right,
see.
ready?
Let's see what
Okay,
you got
so
on there, Mark.
it's a zero synthetic boar's hair.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Yeah.
It's just a piece of silicone. I think it's 3/16 inch,
Uh-huh.
and it covers where all the jets are. All right.
Yeah.
Actually, and if you get on the right angle, this actually does squeegee off the window to a certain extent. It pulls the droplets off. I sent it to Chris and Alex. I'm like, maybe I'm onto something. They're like, lay off the drywall dust, dude. But it works. It freaking works on this job that I have.
Yes, you have a brush for a specific job. I love that.
Right. It's for a specific job.
Yeah.
But if I use any other brush, I get those rundowns because this isn't, it's keeping everything below the top edge.
Turmeric every day and magnesium. Fuck you talking about, cuz?
Magnesium helps me take big old shits every day.
Yeah, baby.
Big magnetic
magnesium
curve.
too. Yeah. I found that turmeric was for me with the joint pain I was having.
You know what? Hey, you know what I take for joint pain? Joint medicine.
Yeah.
Joints.
Yeah, joints.
Preparation H.
Hey, yeah, dude. That dude's
medicine
right.
time
Hey, man,
now.
this dude's right. Remember the Zero Black Friday sale. It's going on all month. It's 20% off.
Thanks for those clamps, dude. Appreciate
20% off. You're welcome, Seth.
Did I
sell you clamps?
Yeah. I bought them for the Squeegee Life pole. I
sold Seth clamps, and they went on the Squeegee Life pole. The former Squeegee Life pole. We don't make that no more. The Squeegee Life pole was too cool, and they're like, we can't make this anymore. We're not going to sell any other poles. Everyone that has one says it's fucking awesome. So whatever, bro.
I love that pole.
Yeah, it's great.
We are working to finish off that motherfucker, though. I love it. We got it for like 2 years, and it's just like you can barely see the Squeegee Life on there.
Yeah. Well, it happens.
I love it though. Well, we use it every single day.
Chris really cheaped out on that one when he made that one. Really cheaped out on it.
Yeah.
It's probably because it was so expensive. Because it was really expensive to make. Because that's like ultra high mod, like with the thick walls. It's essentially a destroyer like cut up. You know what I mean? Like it's a really expensive pole. But it's the stiffest one. I don't care what nobody says. That's the stiffest. Tell me that's not the stiffest pole you got.
It's the pole like it. I let my guy use it this year, and I was like, "Hey, I want to get it back to this." He's like, "No, this is my pole now." Like,
this is my pole.
I use the micro, but he loves it.
Yeah, that's the stiffest pole that they have. The only thing is if you have to buy I use it for height when I do shit up high because it's so rigid. You have to buy that coupling to go on the bottom to make it extend, so you can put the number 10 on it.
Yeah,
yeah. So
we don't run into too much that like needs that. Like you know what I mean? Like that pole kind of does like 95% of the work.
Right here it is. Yeah. I mean, this is the same pole. It's not a Squeegee Life pole. This is
Chris the same pole.
Yeah, this is.
What happened to that dude? He's disappeared now.
That's Chris being an asshole.
How big is the overlap?
I told Chris, I'm like, hey man, I have an idea for these pole. He's like, do you have an idea for pole? I'm like, yeah. Philip was making it for a minute, and then he changed the fucking design and ruined it. You remember that? Mark, you were like, hey man, I seen that pole you designed. You and Jason designed that pole. I'm like, yeah. He goes, hey, it's not the same thing. Wasn't it at the show, the IWCA, right? Yeah.
He's walking around with a hammer.
Yeah.
Right.
So simple.
I'm gonna annoy some people.
Yeah, I got an idea for a pole. He's like, what is your idea? I tell him the idea. The top 4 sections, 3/7, the bottom 4, 4/7, section length with the overlap. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, it's cool, man. It's the stiffest pole you're ever going to use. You're still getting the height that you need, but it's stiff. And he tried it. He's like, you know what? You're right. I was like, I know I'm right. You know what I mean?
Where is
Phil? This shit every day, dog.
Yeah. It's fun. And then
I haven't seen Phil in a minute.
Yeah, and then I told him, I was like, Phil, that's the Shogun. And he's like, oh, really? And he's like, well, I hate to do that. I was like, no, it's me and Jason are the ones that were doing it. He just, he said he was going to do it and ended up not doing it. So let's try it out. So He got like a couple of samples, and he fucking had same pole written on the fucking. He's such a
Hell yeah.
I opened it up. I called him like, Chris, you're a dick. He's like, what? You don't like that? I think that's hilarious. I'm like, it is hilarious, but fuck you. You know what I mean? I got the Unger 0 degree because of your videos, TJ. I got some practice to do. It's like wiping my ass with the opposite hand. I'm struggling. Man, listen, dude, you'll get it. You'll get it. Like just you know.
You'll never see me
You
do
gotta
it.
just keep practicing, man. Just the more like Mark used to make fun of me for using that.
Yeah.
He's like,
he would always call your tools sloppies. Like everything is sloppy.
He called my tools sloppy. And what did you call it? The dippity doodah or some shit. Whatever.
The flippity doodah.
Yeah, he used to give me shit about it. He goes, oh, the dippity doodah. And then I did it for him in person a couple days. He's like, that's actually kind of cool. And then now Mark is a fucking G with that shit, dude. He's good with it.
Look, I'll be here's
I've
seen TJ doing it, and I'm like, all right, there's something in my lifetime of cleaning windows that I can't do. Yeah. So when you tell me I can't do something, I'm
gonna do it. Yeah,
I'm not gonna get beat by this fucking guy.
I gotta try to do it.
I typically use the 0 degree on a pole because I don't like getting. I mean, standing on my tiptoes and trying to get the top. I'm not doing that shit. I'm just using a pole. Guys like, oh, you could reach out. No, I'm about 4 inches too short. I'm just gonna use a pole. I'm not getting a ladder. Just using a 0 degree.
I fucking 0 degree doors that I can reach. I do. I swear to God.
Yeah, I do shit I probably shouldn't do too. But
but
I don't know. I liked using the 0. Like when I saw you using the 0 degree to do the lowers. Mm-hmm. Like I was like, oh damn, I don't like bending over. I'm like, this is fucking tight. So I tried it and I was like, oh, I like this.
0 degree, doing the lowers is pimp shit, dude.
Yeah. If I don't have to bend over, I'm like, I stand like 8 feet away and I'm like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
That's something you learn as you get older, because bending down, like I had a guy, Mike, working for me. Mm-hmm. We do a big car dealership with 40 bottoms, 40 tops, 40 bottoms. And I would do a top and a bottom, a top and a bottom, a top and a bottom. He would do tops and then have to be bent over for 25 bottoms, and I'm like, dude, I ain't doing that. I'm not staying bent over this whole time. Now I stand across the street with the 0 degree. I ain't bending down nothing.
Did everyone answer that question that she had? What's your favorite squeegee for pole work? Did everyone?
Yep. I put the 0 degree.
It's for me, it's situational. Sorbo. Situational for me.
Doing,
yeah, it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing stuff that's just out of reach, usually a 0 degree, like you see. But if it's like high, if it's over 16 feet, I'm using right now, man, I'm using that
I use the accelerator.
That accelerator handle is nice for that, man. And I do
you set it on like 5 degrees, or do you still leave it at 0?
No. When it's way up high, no.
But I set it. Maybe I'm wrong.
I set it at the steepest angle that they give you for straight pulls, and then if I'm trying to fan with it, 25 degrees is where I like it. But you got to
be up high.
Not really. No, like
up high. If you don't have a lot of room it depends on the angle.
The one that I got was not a true 0 degree. It was actually back. A few degrees.
They all are. They're all like that.
I actually like that to do it from like.
If I'm using, like Seth's saying, if I'm using it for that, it's got to be a specific application. If I want 0 degree, I'm using the Unger. Right. If I want to do a different angle, I'm using that.
Yeah, like a lot of times I'll be standing, like, like when you have a 4-year window and then a ballast on the staircase.
Yes.
And there's not enough room underneath. I'll go like -10.
Yeah.
And do that shit because I can close it out.
Yes.
Or a sunroom, like a 3 Seasons porch doing the ceiling glass. I do that too. Negative.
The accelerator handle, the wide body accelerator handle with a 18-inch sorbo is kind of nasty. If I could figure out a way to get that flipper, the sorbo flipper, to not flop and slop all around, I'd be the best window cleaner in the world.
I'll show you something that I did.
Man,
I had an old sorbo channel,
bro.
I just riveted it. I riveted to the channel, like the flipper.
What?
Yeah, I just ran a rivet through and then
You need to show me what you did. I need pictures tomorrow. Shut your face.
I'll show it. Yeah, I just put two rivets to hold it on, and now it's permanently attached. Yeah.
Shut up.
I just drilled 2 little holes, riveted it in there, and then just filed underneath so the rubber didn't get caught on it.
We have to see this, don't we, Mark?
Yeah.
Mark, we need to see this.
I don't believe you own power tools.
I don't believe it either, dude.
I do.
Guys do it.
I don't believe that at all.
I don't let my guys.
I believe you hire it out.
I have guys who can do stuff, but most of them can do what I tell them to do. And
my favorite rubber
work for me.
My favorite rubber is
this is what I did when I paid this guy to do it.
Yeah. No, I definitely don't let them do any of the tinkering. It's my job.
Sorbo.
It's my job.
Natural soft rubber is the best rubber in the world.
It's pretty good.
I can't. You know what I mean? I can't. Am I right? I mean, Mark, that's not wrong, is it? I mean,
I wish they made it in the top
for a T channel for a T top.
You just
the Sorbo has yet to, in my opinion. But I'll be honest with you, in my round channel, I get shit on it, but I still love the Unger Green. It just freaking works great on a zero.
I can't do it. I can't either, dude. It must be
it
must be the Florida thing, man.
For consistency reasons, right now I've been using Ep.371. That's what I've been using right now. That's what I've been using.
That formula's been around for 100 years. Yeah.
Do you feel like the Ep.371 is smaller and that it's floppy in the channel at all?
Thinner, you mean? Thinner.
Yeah, thinner. Because mine's flopping all the fucking back. And I don't know if it's my channel itself.
Do you use clips? If it's pulling through the clips, then it's thinner. But take a pair of pliers and just squeeze the end of the channel less than a 16th of an inch.
Well, it's right in the middle. It's
even
floppy.
In summer. Listen, Alex,
that's my problem. It's really floppy in the middle.
I don't like this fucking guy. Listen, if you're gonna get on here and talk to me about how fucking rubber should be changed when it gets hot and cold, just fucking turn this shit off right now. Turn it off right now. I don't ever want to talk to you again. That is a fucking conspiracy.
Myth.
That's a myth that was created by window cleaning suppliers back in the fucking early 1800s.
That sell different hardnesses of rubber. Exactly.
Yeah, that's Illuminati shit, dude. There's no such a thing, dude. I use fucking soft rubber all year. I never understood that. Guys are always like, "Hey man, do you use hard or soft?" I'm like, "You guys change the kind of."
I never even knew that was a thing.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Also, hard rubber is gay as fuck, dude. I hate that.
It's horrible.
Hey, I want to make it harder for me to clean a window.
It's hard,
dude. Maybe you ought to fucking relax, Alex, you big crybaby. Like, I like how guys like to tell jokes and be like ball busters, and then you bust their balls and they start crying. It's my favorite.
Oh, is this a ball buster?
I think the Unger Green is between a medium and a soft.
It's more medium than anything, yeah.
Dude, I use that 0 degree on everything now, and I thought it was lasting so long because every 10th window I would 0 degree. Now I use it on everything, and it still lasts me a freaking month.
I am not being an ass, dude. I am being what I'm always being. This is no different than the way I am any other time.
Who's calling you an ass?
Alex Ducaret.
No.
Mr. International. Listen, don't call me an ass. Listen, dude.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. Mr. Worldwide. I'll have you know that I'm a cold ass honky. Just like my hat says right there. Cold ass honky. Yeah, dude. I'm the same guy all the time. You should not take me serious. No, you are being sour. You are the sour one.
It's supposed to be on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't care if you buy all the hard rubbers and you sit on them, dude. That's cool, dude. You can do whatever you want with them. I don't care, dude.
Hard rubbers.
You use whatever you want. I'm just messing around. You know what I mean? I love wagtail. Man, I want to get better with the wagtail. I really want to dedicate myself to that. Man, if you spam the
chat, never had a good experience with a wagtail.
It'd be a problem. Huh?
I bought a wagtail because it was the big thing, and when they sent it to me, I had a sheet metal screw holding the rubber, and then you go tighten the aluminum and it strips out the aluminum. I'm just like, I'm not gonna fuck with my tools every time I have to use them. Personally, you know.
I tried the red face.
I've been using the same rubbers since '91. Except for when we used black diamond.
Then cool, Alex. You know? Don't watch anymore, man. Sorry, dude. Sorry, man.
Oh no.
Sorry, bro.
Miss you.
Jeez, man. I don't understand, dude. Like, fuck.
I miss you.
How can you like? How could you be
why
that
is he
kind
mad?
of guy? Yeah, how could you be that kind of guy and be like, oh,
bro, you spent 4 hours on a podcast with us,
and now
getting
you're like,
jabbed at. Yeah, now you're soft.
Yeah.
The fuck.
Yeah. Listen, settle down, saute up another cat. Okay. And enjoy it. All right.
Go smoke a J, come back. Oh shit.
What's your favorite swivel handle? Man, my favorite swivel handle is the Unger 0 degree. And here's a tip for everyone's like, man, I can't get the Unger 0 degree down. Mark and Seth and anybody else that uses it really well will know this. The best way to use it the best is where you're standing in relation to the window.
Right. Step back.
You are the angle. You are the angle.
You are the
40
angle.
degree. Right.
You are the angle.
Once I figured that out, I was like, oh, this all makes sense.
So that's like, I don't get it. I'm like, bro. And then me and Mark are like, it's the distance, man. There's a way you got to.
You can't stand right up against the window and use it.
Well, it was hard to break like 20 years of doing something a certain way. And then I was like, oh,
that's why I
all
struggled with it.
But
dude, I bought that shit because TJ was using it. I went to clean a Whole Foods. I didn't get 4 windows done. I put that shit. I didn't huck it across the parking lot.
Straight
I put it in the back of the truck. And I said, I'm done. And then when I came to visit TJ, I'm like, all right, I'm not done. I gotta
see someone do this. Yeah,
I'm not done with this.
Well, instead of climbing up and standing in the booths like Mark does, I don't even get in the booths. I work over top of them with the 0 degree. That's the way I do it. That's the reason why I do what I do. I don't move tables. I don't do none of that shit. I work over top of that shit.
It does make it so much easier.
How many times have you dropped the salt shaker on the ground, moving a table? I'll wait, or the ketchup bottles, or the whatever. I'm not dicking with that shit. I'm working over top of it. Let them dipshits that come in the morning wipe the tables down afterwards. You know what I mean?
For the love of God, if you're standing on booths, wear soft shoes. Get you some Adidas or something like that.
How many times I send you a picture, TJ, on a Friday of me work boots on the booth? Hashtag boot life. Booth life.
Dude, I used to.
That's a major expense for a restaurant. Is that vinyl?
The problem is that place has blinds, right? So I still got to get up there to pull the blinds.
Yeah.
You know,
how are you wearing boots in hot ass Florida? Is what I
wear work boots all the time because I like.
I'm just tall enough to lean over the table and work the blinds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I barely grab the string when I'm standing in the booth. What are you talking about?
We need a video of that.
Cody, if you're using a razor, you don't use a razor all the time. And I'm Scraper Man 9000. Like, I am the WWE and WWF and the UFC, all of the division champs of scraping. I will scrape with a pole. I scrape all the time. If there's something on the glass and I can't get it off, or if the glass is dirty, I'm scraping it. You want to know why? I'm not doing no TikTok tricks. I'm not doing no YouTube watch me get views videos. I'm scraping that shit off the glass and getting to the next house. And that's it. That's it.
I was doing a job the other day, and I started with steel wool and about 2 windows, and I was like, "Yo, fuck this! Scrape it, bang! Scrape.
You know, I
just want to be done with the window. I don't even re-wet the window. Whatever water's left on there is.
That's what I do. But you know what? All this.
I scrape up so that it drips down.
I don't re-wet it. Hell no.
I might like throw a little water at it, but I'm like, it's wet enough
right there. That's G shit.
Drip down, clean up.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Why are we re-wetting the window that I just cleaned with the scraper? I'm just pulling the water off. That's all I'm doing.
Look, it looks cool in the video.
It is. That's all you're doing.
The whole wet scrub, wet scrape, wet white pad.
I mean, I get it.
The edge. Yeah. I ain't into that.
You're gonna have a perfect window. I just think it's more steps than I wanted.
Well, people I show people how this is why I use this, and this is the way that I use it, and people miss the point every time. You know what I mean? Like the way I get a window wet, the way I squeegee it off. They're like, "Oh, you're not watching what I'm doing clearly."
You guys ever wonder
I was
like
gonna say, I think
what kind of joke God is? I mean, he's laughing his ass off that he made our major skill cleaning windows.
Yeah.
He could give us baseball.
I mean, the dude
Yeah.
made
Clean the
farts make a
windows,
sound.
bro.
He did not have to make farts make a sound. He did.
Yeah.
Clearly has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
I'm one of his best jokes.
Obviously,
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Like your superpower is cleaning windows better than anyone else.
I'm not saying that I don't use steel wool. I mean, of course I use. So there's certain things that you have to use steel wool for.
I've never used steel wool.
You know what I mean? But 9 times out of 10, even with hard water stains, when it's white,
never used it.
When that shit is white, you know what I'm saying? On the glass, I'm scraping that shit. I got a video that I shot last weekend.
I use my thumbnail. You get that?
Artillery mold? I might scrape it off a little bit.
I use my thumbnail.
I'm scraping that off too. I'm not, listen, I'm scraping at all times. But Mark, should I post the video of me removing the hard water stains with a scraper? Do you think on black glass? Do you think I should post that or not?
I would.
Yeah.
You're going to get a debate, but you'll be ready for it,
It'll be a good debate,
I asked Mark how I should.
No blades on a CCU is fucking nuts, man. I'm sorry, dog. Yeah. You're doing way too much work because you got guys that don't know how to use a scraper. That's the end all be all. I respect it, man. Run your business how you want. But to say no scrapers on the CCU, you're doing too much extra.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Extra.
Jay Camaro.
Somebody. Oh, Jay did. Oh, God.
I'm doing a new construction clean 1st of December. The builder signed off saying I'm not responsible for scratches, but I still don't want to fuck up. All right, then here, Cody. Here's my advice to you. This is my advice for your construction cleanup. Get yourself a Zep spray bottle with some warm soapy water in it and go around and before you clean each window, wet that motherfucker down. Not terribly, but just squirt her down initially. Before you run a washer over it or anything, squirt the window down with soapy water, brother. Give it, and you know what I mean? Try to get some of that stuff released off the glass. Then, you know what I mean? Check it. I typically, what I do is I will hit it with some soapy water and then let it chill for a second, switch, grab my rag and wipe it all down. Then I'll hit it with my mop. And then I'm like, then I'll know, do I need steel wool? Do I need a razor? Because I'm not a pussy.
I mean, you know pretty instantly if you can scrape a window or you can't.
Dude, if
you walk in a house to look at a CCU, put your hand on the glass.
Right.
And I'm just saying, when you put your hand on a piece of glass, anybody in this room, I don't know.
If it feels like 600 grit paper, you don't want to put a blade on it.
If it also feels like you can push your thumb through that piece of glass because it's so soft, probably not a scraper off.
Yeah. It's really.
Cody,
if you can, drywall and paint on the windows.
Dude, if you can and you're on the outside and you have access to a hose, get a spray nozzle and rinse the shit out of that. Keep it wet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Get rid of all the debris that can just rinse off before you do anything else.
Yes.
And you
inside
think that's just
and
adding a step.
It doesn't matter.
Thank me when you're done.
Yes, it doesn't matter.
You're getting,
What you want to do is get those windows wet first, inside and out. But I'm not saying you don't want to, soak them down on the inside. I'm just saying a mist with a spray bottle, some soapy water, wipe it down with a rag. And then on the outside, don't be afraid to hook that hose up, man. Squirt them things down, get them wet, get them soapy. But
this comes out good.
If you're using a scraper, one direction, scrape across, lift off, come down, scrape across, lift off, come down.
Right.
Don't
drag it back and forth.
You can go in any direction you like. It's just stay in that direction.
Just stay in that direction. Don't drag the scraper backwards. Just one direction, man. Lift
it also helps that if there's scratches there that you did not know because they're under the dirt and you're scraping, just say hypothetically everything horizontal and the scratches are vertical, you're not on the hook for it.
That's why for construction cleanups or any kind of scraping at all, you want to make sure that you're scraping and try to scrape in one direction. Don't do what I do, which is all over the place because I don't give a shit.
That's
just for educational purposes on a short video.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if you're on a residential or anything, as soon as you know scratch, you immediately tell the homeowner.
Yeah,
No, it's unnecessary.
I wouldn't hit them with a pressure washer. That's completely unnecessary. Just rinse them down.
No,
you're just wanting to rinse them, buddy. You don't want to start blasting water through shit. Just rinse them down.
A lot of times, depending on what it is and where we are, I'll have, if you got 3 guys on the team, you got one guy hosing it down, one guy water fed,
BJ,
the next guy's coming with the ladder and just bing, bing, bing.
That's a smart idea BJ's got there. I keep a 2-gallon pump sprayer for rinsing windows off the first time. Yeah, it's not a bad idea either, man. You just want to make sure you get all the grit and grime off the window before you start dragging a washer and dragging your squeegee rubber across it. Just give it a little love. Just what I mean. You want little foreplay, brother. You know what I mean. Get her wet first. You know what I'm saying. Then do the thing.
Yeah, play with it.
Yeah, you got to get it wet first, buddy.
No, you can use water fed pole and stuff. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Stop telling people who do the same thing you do that you can't do something a certain way. I'm not saying that's how you finish it. That's the way I do it.
What?
You do what you want.
What do you do?
How do you get that shit off with rags?
Who are you arguing with, Seth?
Fucking Jay. You say no this, no that, don't do this. Shut up.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I've been known to hit plenty of fucking commercial construction cleans, commercial work. I'll hit that bitch with a water fed pole on the outside first, all the time.
Always. Dude, it knocks everything off the glass. It's the same idea as hosing it down.
We did about a month ago, and I don't do a lot of construction clean, but I had this attachment. It's for spraying salt away. You know what salt away is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. It's a mixing chamber, and it goes in line with the garden hose. So I took the barb fitting off my skid so I could hook it to high flow hose, filled it with just regular dish soap, ran it through an old brush. I was literally spraying soap and agitating, and these were like 20 feet, just scraping up. And then by the time we got to the end, I would soap him again, and he was pulling the water off it just like regular window cleaning without having to go to the bucket for a mop.
I'll tell you one thing that I always keep on me ever since Mark recommended it to me, and he's probably gonna he may or may not fucking jive with what I'm getting ready to say here, but I always have a bottle on hand. It's usually in a spray bottle of oil flow. That is some really nice stuff to have on.
Good stuff. Yeah,
it's good stuff to have. It's water.
Oil flow works really good.
It's water. Yeah. It's water based. You can get rid of it with water. It's not going to tear.
You can thin it down. It stinks. I don't like the smell of it.
Yeah, I don't
after a while. But you just have to remember when you use it, it is a solvent. So if it gets on paint and whatnot, and you don't have it pre-wet or rinsed off, you're going to streak paint. But it's a great solvent to loosen up glue and paint.
I use it for the way I use it is I super light mist and I rag it as I'm like I would like your grandma would clean her windows at her house. You know what I mean? With a rag and like Jay would do. Like a J window. But
I use the mirror technique. Is one guy inside and one guy out?
Especially masonry sealer. That shit destroys masonry sealer. If you get masonry sealer on the outside of some glass, you're trying to I can't get these spots off. Oil flow. Flow. Oh, how do you spell that, Mark?
OIL-FLO.
FLO. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if it was
made W by Titan Labs.
Titan Labs makes it. It's oil flow. It's super nice, man. It's nice to have a little bit of that on hand. Like I said, masonry sealer, it really does a good job on masonry sealer, man. I had a house that I reached out to Mark for, and I was like, dude, I don't know what to do about this place. I can't get this shit off. You know what I mean? And they were cut ups. And my polishing disc is not fitting in these cut ups. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm not Mark Tanner level polishing shit. You know what I mean? I'm like 100 steps below that. You can get oil flow anywhere. It's Titan.
WCR sells it. You can get it online.
Yeah, you can get it online. You can get it at WCR. Click the link in the description of this video. And go head over to windowcleaner.com and buy you some oil flow.
You
just have to be careful, man. You got to make sure you don't let it sit on paint and shit like that.
Right. And buy a gallon of it, even if you don't need a gallon, because guess what? Next week you might need a gallon of it.
So if you're using it
and
like the residue that's coming off the windows, even after you're done, is it going to be a bother later? No, you got to really make sure it's cleaned up.
If I got nice paint and stuff, I'm standing there with a hose and I'm wetting everything, just like as if you would pressure wash. You know, they pre-wet You wet it down, you use it, and you rinse it off and walk away. When it's all done dripping, then you squeegee it. Simple.
Yeah.
You got to protect it because
you just got to be. It is
even
a water-based solvent, but you just got
right. So even on caulking and stuff, or powder coated frames, it will soften it if you're not careful.
Yeah, like I said,
you
that's
can't
why I
can't
use it
go
the way
through
that
and
I
blast
use it.
20 windows and then come back. Don't
That's
do
why
that.
It just makes things, especially if there's a lot of silicone or masonry sealer or bullshit on the like that on the glass, like glue. It makes that a lot easier to deal with than trying to.
Right.
It's such a
now you're just using a rag or
fucking troublemaker.
Or toilet
troublemaker
fucker.
Fucker.
There you go.
That troublemaker Arkansas bitch.
That is the smoothest pole I've ever felt going in and out.
Are you using a just a towel, or are you using a razor with it?
It depends. You might have to.
I typically use like a squeegee life towel, like one of my older ones, or occasionally. And Mark's gonna hate that I'm gonna say this, but 4-0 quad zero steel wool. It really works really good together. I give it a little mist and then rub it. Psh, gone, baby. Giz on.
Yeah, but see, sealers. Okay, Tim, understand it this way. Sealer is made to penetrate. That's the difference between paint and a sealer. A sealer is thinner, right? And it wants to penetrate whether it's wood or concrete or stone. So it's going to be harder to get off glass. Now, if theoretically somebody sprayed around a window and got sealer on there and then did it 2 days later, now you have two applications. So you're going to have to take it off in layers, meaning you might go back and do that window again. To get the second layer.
That's what I typically use oil flow for, is for masonry sealer. That's what I usually get. You got, I mean, if you've been cleaning windows long enough, you've seen glass with masonry sealers sprayed on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
You've seen it. That oil flow makes quick work of that, in my opinion. It will get you out of a jam. It's nice to have. Yeah. You know what I mean? Opinions on high slide. The only not dish soap and ammonia that I use is Maker Crush or Eco Crush. Either one of those soaps is good. I don't really get into the slides and all that and the hooby dooby yabba yabba.
I bought high slide.
Listen, all you need is a bottle of ammonia. That's all you need, brother. A bottle of ammonia. It's gonna hurt the tent. No, it's not.
No.
Now, if you squirt it on the tent and go home and then come back the next week, it's probably gonna not look good. You know what I mean? You're going to want to get it off. Right, Mark?
Yes.
Mark, question for you, sir. Tomorrow I'm going to try to buff my windshield. I got a DA polisher, a 6-inch glass pad, and some ceram oxide. Do I need anything special or let it do the work?
Okay. Well, I personally, a DA, you want more of a rotational polisher because the DA vibrates.
Mine too, brother.
Yeah, it will work. But here's what's going to happen, Cody. That cerium oxide polish, which is mostly white or pink, right, depending on what you bought, is going to stick into every little pit in your windshield, which right now you don't think you have pits in your windshield, but you do, trust me, because I've done windshields. The only thing you have to really worry about with a windshield is you don't want to get it over 150 degrees because it's laminated and you will bubble the plastic between the glass. That said, keep it moving. Don't get it too hot. Maybe 120 at the most, and work in small areas. If you're taking off a wiper scratch or something, it will work. It's going to take you some time.
Yeah. I'm using the Space Cowboy right now with the high slide. That Space Cowboy soap's kind of nice. Like I said, man, listen, I'm just gonna keep it real. Right now, I'm not even using Crush. I don't even have any Maker Crush. That's the only thing that's tough for me with those like soaps is like you gotta wait for it to come in the mail and shit.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I was always a Dawn and ammonia guy, and honestly, for support of Richie Blue, I bought the Crush, and you know what I did next? I bought the 3 liters. I bought like 5 3 liters of Crush. That's all we use. Yeah. I love that stuff.
I ran my 3 liters gone, and I'm gonna be honest, man. Kroger's had big bottles of Palmolive on sale for $1. Big bottles.
And I
bought a whole box of them bitches, and I'm gonna be using Palmolive till that shit runs out. And I forgot how Palmolive's a nice tight bubble. It's not all loose and foamy. It's nice and tight.
Yeah.
That's some tight ass shit.
You want to hear something funny, T?
What?
Shout out! I got to do a shout out to Richie.
Shout out.
So you know.
So
here, let me.
Let the influencer speak.
So
see my floor?
Yeah.
It's a cheap shit laminate, like a Pergo floor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So my wife goes. My wife was in Vegas for that.
Jesus! Oh my God! Look at this guy. You're making me sick.
Getting seasick, bro.
It's a roller coaster ride, bitch. My wife went to Vegas, right? So it's just me and Scott at home. So and we were leaving out Thursday to go to the barbecue competition, and I wanted to make sure the house looked nice when we came home because we was all gonna be tired. So I grabbed my bucket of old mop cover. I put a splash of ammonia and a squirt of Orange Crush and an old mop cover on an 18-inch, dude. You can mop a house like a motherfucker. I was like, I wonder how it's gonna dry because everything shows on this floor. We came home and it's like, what did you clean the floors with? And I'm like, why? Does it look good? She goes, it looks amazing, better than when the cleaning lady comes. I go, make her crush, bitch. It does it. I clean the whole house with that shit. And with the pivot mop, you can get under the chairs without moving them. Love it.
Hey, I'll tell you what right now. You can.
TJ,
what?
Do you have a cleaning lady?
No.
Do you have a cleaning lady, sir?
I mean, I do have a cleaning lady.
I've got a living maid. What are you talking about?
Hey, listen, man. My maid's name is Jennifer, and when she sees it or hears this, I'm fucking done. When she sees this, she's gonna be pissed.
She's gonna punch me in the throat.
Look, she comes twice a month because I tend to leave urine dots on the toilet seat.
Yeah, so Mark, you have them come every 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Twice a month. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Damn.
It's nice, dude.
My wife cleans houses, so
there's nothing wrong with that. The only time I got skeeved out was I opened my underwear drawer and all the underwear was folded night, and I'm like, who the fuck has been in here? You know what I'm saying?
My skin marks.
Oh, man,
did you find my dildo?
Double-ended.
It's for her and my pleasure.
Yeah. She was wondering why my underwear is Monday, and then you flip it around, it says Tuesday, and then you grab another pair, it says Wednesday, and you flip it inside out, it says Thursday.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is, T. You got dogs running in and out all day long. They turn the yard into the freaking sand
And
trap.
all you do is clean all day long. The last thing I want to do when I get home
is not do that. Yeah,
the only problem with it is finding someone that does a good job.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Truthfully, it's hard. I have one lady. They were stealing food out of the cabinet. Right now, if you tell me you're hungry and you need to feed your family, and the 75, 125, whatever it is we pay is not enough, I'll open my pantry to you, but don't fucking steal from me, because then what else is missing? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to get someone in trust.
I have these two.
Do you have a separate cleaning lady for your RV house, or
no? My wife does the RV. We do a deep clean every time we come back.
You know what I'm excited for though, Mark? At this new house, it's got central vac in the house.
Yeah, that's
I'm
nice.
like, I want to play with that. I've never had
Dude,
it. I'm like,
I'll tell you something better than central vac. I seen this in a high-end house. I walk in the house. I'm looking at the windows. Central vac, Tim. Listen to this. Listen to this shit.
Yeah.
Gotta clean more dryer vents, man. Fuck.
All the floors.
He says he wants to play with me. He just wants to turn it up and put his dick in it and go.
Come on, dude. This is This is a podcast for window cleaning,
children.
Come on, dude.
This is for children.
This is do this one for the kids, man.
No, it's all right. Seth, better than central vac. I've only seen it one time. I walk in this house to look for window cleaning, and I noticed a brand new house, and the baseboards were about a quarter inch above the floor, right? So after walking through the house, I said, why did they put the baseboards a quarter inch above the floor? It kind of looks weird. There's a gap. Oh, watch this. Every room has a switch. They flip the switch. A central vacuum system sucks along the edges. You just take a broom and push it towards the edge, and it goes.
Shit!
It's like a giant dustpan.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it went into a giant hopper in the garage, and you just took the bag.
They're having rich people talk now. I'm saving for a 12-foot treadmill. I know, dude. That's what I'm talking about, Cody.
Yeah, that was my house.
Oh, wait a minute, Cody. You have a cleaning lady. So what are you even talking about?
Yeah,
Fire
Cody.
that bitch and go buy a trad pole.
Yeah, dude. It's like that's like one cleaning lady visit
that's
or
one
two, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell her to
Cleaning
fuck
lady
off for a
visits.
month, dude.
I once had a French maid, but that accent drove me nuts, so I fucking threw her out.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you know what? Now that thinking about it, I guess that might be worth the money.
Dude, for a couple $100 a month, and Jennifer doesn't have to deal with it.
If you
It'd
go
be
do
nice
if you
Jen
go do
come home
2
from
jobs
work.
extra a month, you pay
Right.
for it.
Jennifer comes home and the house
Essentially,
is all clean, and you could take the credit. What the hell?
I hope she's not watching this.
And if you get a hot cleaning lady, dude, just leave
I
stuff
don't know.
on
Mary
the.
was
Listen,
watching
first
it.
of
You
all,
might be
that
trouble.
ain't gonna.
First of
Jennifer
all,
ain't gonna let that happen.
You get a hot
It's
cleaning
whoever
lady,
it's
and
gonna
then you
be.
leave
It's gonna
stuff
be.
on the
She's
floor
gonna be
that needs to be
grotesque.
picked up.
She's got to be ugly as hell.
Yeah, whoever she's.
Bro, I'd feel
whoever
bad.
she
I'd be
hires,
following behind
she's
her
gonna
trying
be
to help her.
grotesque.
Don't
Big
worry.
old-
Most are anyway. She doesn't have to worry
Yeah.
about
I
it.
just
Big old
started my
warthog.
business a couple of months ago. I'm having an issue signing clients up because there's another guy that's in my area that they are loyal to, but he isn't consistent with cleanings. Any tips on how to handle this issue? Get in where you fit in, man.
Time. I don't know. Time. Just
Time.
give it
It's
time.
going to be
Yeah.
difficult because if there's a guy that's super established, you know what I mean, and people are going to be loyal to him, you're going to have to. What's up, John Sacco?
You gotta work around them.
Damien, thanks for that super sticker, man. $10, brother. Hell yeah, brother. I'm gonna buy a fucking
Iced coffee for your daughters.
I'm gonna buy iced coffee for Lena with that. Yeah, man, that's a tough one, BJ.
If you're in an established area, just because you notice the guy's not showing up regularly and the customer doesn't, you ain't shaking him loose. Loyalty is everything.
Yeah,
dude.
loyalty's everything, dude.
Yeah.
I would say the best thing to do is not try to go after his clients. Go to the clients next door to those that he doesn't have, or across the street from him. You know what I mean?
Or the clients that have picked up on what he's doing and fired him.
There you go. There you go. That's what I would do.
And if it's your first year, it's going to be hard to get clients, whether there was a guy there or not.
Yeah, it's going to be
hard.
tough.
And the biggest thing you have to remember is other window cleaners are not your competition. If they're your competition, you're thinking of it wrong.
Yeah, definitely. There's plenty of guys around me that clean windows. There's big franchises that clean windows for pennies on the dollar. But all these years later, I'm still doing. It's just time. It's gonna take time.
Look, if you have storefronts in your area, here's some advice. Because I've been doing this forever as well, and I've said it 100 times. If you have a new mall and a new strip mall or whatever in your area, you go there every fucking day, okay? And you get one job, and you don't show up at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock when they're not open. You show up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon so that you're visible to the others. Number one. Number two, stay on top of it. Continue to show your face. Walk into one of the stores and go, hey, man, normally I get $30 a month to clean this. I'm going to do it for free. Why? Free. Who wants to work for free? You start showing up and cleaning that store. Guess who's coming out to you? All the neighbors.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you get established, you start to charge them. There's nothing wrong with that.
Here's my advice. When you do that job, you take pictures of the before and afters. I mean, maybe you sneak in like, oh, look, you're like close up of this windowsill. Look, it's dirty. Now it's clean because I wiped it. You know what I mean? And then like, look how dirty this window is. Look how dirty it ain't now. And then you post it on your Instagram page, and then that goes straight to your Facebook page, and you tag your local area, and geotag the city that you're in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's how you do it right there. Grassroots, brother.
If I'm in a
brother, what you need to do is hire a door knocker.
Right. If I want to establish myself in a new mall,
you need to scale your business right away. You need 9
If
trucks.
I want to,
here's how I make $1 billion doing nothing.
Like I've always said, if I want to establish myself in a new mall, I'm going to get the first account, and it could be for a third the price of what I'm going to get from everybody else. Clean them up several times a week, not because I'm giving them anything, because I want to be visible. And then I put my vinyl cling in the corner of one window. It says these windows are being professionally cleaned by Sky's the Limit Window Cleaning with the phone number. Okay, and then you go into that same customer that you're doing for a discounted rate, and you give them a stack of cards, and you tell them, every neighbor you get me confirmed, you get a month free. And he will sell you to the neighbors as they come in.
I don't
I'm
even do
telling
that.
you, I do, and it
I don't
works.
even do that.
It works.
I mean,
I will, because once you get over 50% of a center, no one else is coming in.
Mark's. I mean, that's Mark's got
Nailing
it on lock
storefronts.
with
That's
that.
exactly how you do that.
That I don't even
exactly
do that, and that I should be. That's smart. That's smart.
Like I said,
dude.
I picked up. I still have it.
I just
20
don't like
years later.
storefronts anymore. I
I
just
know
don't like it.
they're
I
my
fucking
bread
do.
and butter, but 20 years later, I'm still in a mall, and I'm
Mhm.
still there's like 8 jobs I don't have.
Right.
2 of them are done by a franchise,
Right.
and the other ones won't clean no matter what, even if it was free.
Mhm.
Okay, but when I was picking those up, I did that exact thing. I got 4 storefronts all handing out my cards, battling to get me the work, and then I would show up 2 to 3 times a week and just walk through, touch up handprints, and
Mhm.
when you walk by, you just wave to the people. But you're not going to come in and solicit me? Now you came out to me. I fucking own you. You don't even know it.
And let's. I'm just gonna be honest, and I'm gonna say this, and probably people are gonna fucking shit on me for this. But if you're just starting out and you want to make it in this business, you're gonna have to do shit. You're gonna have to like just do things you don't want to do. You know what I mean?
People really don't realize, man. The first 3 to 4 years, I fucking hated this shit. Bro. I hated it. I worked for somebody for forever. It was like I just went to work, I did my thing, I went home.
Yeah.
And like the part that no one ever wants to talk about is like how much bullshit, like stupid side things you have to do, all this crap that you just want to do.
He said, "I'm going to approach food storefronts, and if they turn me down, I'm calling the health department."
Hell yes, please do that.
Right.
Please.
That's hilarious.
But
Yeah, man.
it's
You're
time,
just
man.
gonna
Like,
have to do starting out in this business. You're gonna have to do things probably cheaper than you probably want to.
And you're going to give some stuff away.
You're gonna give some stuff away, and you're gonna have to grind it the fuck out to start out.
Bro, I built off sweat equity. You know what I mean?
Right.
Angie's List, Groupon, all that shit.
I can tell you this. I've got storefronts in that same mall that I have walked in, and they're kind of on the fence. And then you go in again. I'm not a high pressure sale. I go, listen, it's $50 a month. Here's what we can do. I'm gonna clean them twice a month for you.
Let me ask you this.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna clean them twice a month for you. At the end of the month, I'm gonna bring you in a bill, okay, for $50 plus tax. If you at that point don't feel that it's a valuable service to you, okay, because you're not even gonna think about it because they're always gonna be clean.
Yeah.
You can give me my money, shake my hand, and maybe down the road we'll work together. You will never. They will sign up every fucking time. I've never knocked out.
It's persistence, man.
Yes.
I had how I've cultivated a lot of my property management companies.
Mm-hmm.
I walked in this one office once a month for 14 straight months with a box of donuts and my cards, and was like, "Hey, I'm Seth. I own this business. This is what I do. Here's some donuts." They didn't call me for 13 straight months. I still came in every month with donuts. Where it got to the point where they were like laughing. They're like, "Oh, you really are just going to come in once a month?" I'm like, "Yep. Here's some donuts for you guys." Yeah. I get about 30 grand worth of work from them every single year. It's you got to be annoying.
There's that one job that I do quarterly, that big interior exterior factory that I do. I've talked to you guys about it before. Usually do it at night. That's my thing, man. In the beginning, at the end of the year, I always make sure I buy them two dozen donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. I buy them some bagels. You know what I mean? I put donuts down in the bottom, the donuts and bagels in downstairs in the break room, and donuts and bagels in the upstairs break room. They fucking love me for it.
I have a restaurant that I do. It's the one I put the video up every now and again. I'll send you a video reaching over the bars. You know, the stemware to do the 0 degree thing. And I do that job as a sub. The guy has all 3 of their restaurants, and he gives me one because it's 70 miles from him. And we lost it for a while to a janitorial company. And so he's like, "Can you come with me? And we're gonna go see how the windows look and talk to the manager," because he wanted it back and I wanted it too. So he shows up with what is it, like 18, that big long cardboard box of Dunkin' Donuts. I don't really buy donuts, but I think there's like 18 donuts in it. Now, meanwhile, this, I hate to say it, this manager's like 400 pounds. So we walk in and he gives her the donuts and his business card is taped to it. And he goes, just so you know, we're interested in getting back. Your windows don't look so good. And she's like, yeah, I noticed they're not as good as when he did them. And she points to me and she goes, I don't know, it's certainly less money. And I'm like, okay, we leave, have a nice day. 2 weeks later, we go back with more donuts, and she gives us the job back, right? And he goes, I was laughing the whole time, and he's like, you see how this works, Mark? I'm teaching you now. And I go, dude, you just gave 24 donuts over 2 weeks to a 400-pound woman. I go, she would probably blow you in the corner
Come on,
at
dude.
dinner time.
Jeez, Mark. Come on, dude.
At dinner time.
Come
With the
on.
full house.
I
Yeah,
like my
man,
central air one.
86 the
But,
blowjob. Yeah, 86 the
That's the
blowjob.
main thing about the
Yeah.
window cleaning is you're just gonna have to you're gonna have to grind
Persistent.
it out, be persistent,
Yeah.
and like I said, making sure that you're visible is the
Right.
most important thing. And nowadays, like I said, just you don't have to go and do a TikTok fucking music video. Just take a couple of pictures. Check into the location that you're at. Like fucking, I'm in Castelia, fucking Ohio right now, cleaning these windows. You know what I mean? This is my business here.
Yep.
419 hooty doo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
You
all
do
you
what you
need
got
to
to
do.
do, brother.
Yeah, and
I bartended weddings for 3 years when I owned the business. The first 3 years,
it's tough.
to just make it because I wanted to make it happen.
Yeah,
and
you have
it
to
takes
figure.
a
Yeah,
while.
yeah. And it's kind of. I mean, if you just quit everything and you were like, I'm gonna start a window cleaning business, and that's all I'm gonna do, man. Good luck.
Yep.
You either got to be 19
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like
You gotta be living
just
with
in
your
a
mom or
car
some
or
shit.
something.
So I got a
You gotta be
question.
living in
I
a
got a
car.
question for everybody. For
Yeah.
some reason, if you had to uproot TJ from Ohio, Seth from Boston, and Tim from Ohio,
If
you
I had
had
to
to
start
uproot,
over, what would I do?
would you and go to a different state? Would you
No,
do it?
no.
Yeah, I don't
no,
think I
there's
would
no
either.
way.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
start another window cleaning business somewhere else. Nope.
No way.
Nope.
I
I
feel
would
like
go
with what I've
straight
learned,
back to. I would
yeah.
go straight into carpentry instantly.
The only way
I
I
would
would
be
do
doing
it
finished
would
carpentry
be
day one. I would try to find me a finished
the
carpentry.
only way I would do it if I could buy a small route. If I was interested in doing stores, a small route from a retiree or something, and then try to build it. But
I
to
might.
start from
I mean, I
nothing,
might dabble part time. You know what I mean? Like here and there. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
maybe
Well,
see
like
what
it's
happens.
did I am I starting with nothing or like
Yes.
what's
Starting with
Nothing.
nothing. Yeah, I'm getting another job.
I mean, I'm bartending again and starting it
Yeah.
all over
Yeah.
again. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'll be handing out carts at fucking Walmart.
Nah, man, I now with what I know, I could do it a lot faster.
Yeah.
But still, the first year or two, you'd have to.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
definitely. I would definitely be ahead of the game, and I would tell you what. I'll be honest with you. The way I would start it is by doing storefronts. That's how I would start
Yeah.
over.
But
Is doing
it's
storefronts.
reoccurring revenue.
Yeah, it's reoccurring revenue, and you're out and about, and you'd be surprised the amount of people that say, "I wish I'd be an awesome if you came to my house and you just pull that card out of your pocket." But now, call me.
Yeah.
Bang,
If
bang,
you don't strike
bang.
right then, you ain't getting it.
Yeah.
It's an impulse.
I agree.
Yeah, I got, I would say probably 40% of my residential customers from people fucking seeing me out doing commercial work.
I'm sure.
You know what I mean?
It does help.
That's
Being seen.
I mean,
is
and that's
huge.
over time. That's over time. You know what I mean? All these years. I mean, I've handed out a lot of cards in front of but I don't do any real. Man, dude, it's like I don't even like small storefront work. Like $50, $60. I don't do a lot of that shit anymore. It's just like I ain't got time for all that shit, man. I got time. I'll let the little green car guy drive around and fight the little red
Right.
car guy for fucking $20 a storefront.
Right,
Like,
no
I'll let you
shit.
guys
No, but man, that's like you
get down,
worked
brother.
at it to get it
Yeah.
to where you got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it took time.
people
All
think we
those
talk
pieces-
like this, like
yeah,
we
all
didn't do
those
the
accounts
$20
are
store.
pieces
Well,
of
no,
a
no,
puzzle.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I said
Yeah.
that's what I let out with. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
use some shit cheaper
Yeah.
than you want to. You're gonna be doing
Yeah.
shit you don't want to do to get it going. That's just to get where you're in a spot where I don't do that anymore. Or I just don't have the time to do it. And that's honestly, I have
Yeah,
a
it's true.
commercial storefronts that I do that pay well. I've been doing them for a long time. They're easy. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. You know what I mean? I'm not above taking on more. You know what I mean? You guys know I'm taking on like 14 or 15 banks, maybe even more.
Some of those look big, dude. I checked out the whole. I looked at your area and I clicked on each bank to see the pictures. I was like, oh, some of these are big. Some of them
Did you
are
see
like
the three? I
good-sized
mean,
banks.
well, they're on. I put them on video a bunch.
Is one of them like the headquarters?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, that one looked cool. I like that one.
Yeah. So it's it's going to be a nice little doodab there for me. And that I've been doing. I started out doing all of the ones in my city. There's like 4 of them in my city, and that turned into me doing all of them in the county, and then that turned into me doing, I do 16 of them, and then now after all these years, this lady calls me up. She's like, "Yeah, I didn't know." She goes, "I'm looking for a person to do window cleaning, and you're in our system." And I'm like, "She's like, she goes, I don't see anybody in our system. Yada yada yada. So I'm looking for a window cleaner." And I'm like, "Well, I already work for you guys. I do all of these. I've been working for this bank for like 20 years." She's like, "Really?" And then she searches me. She's like, "You are in here." And she's like, "Well, you do more?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do whatever you give me. I will do. Just send me an email with the address and I'll get it done."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 14 of them bitches, man.
Nice.
Nice, man.
Maybe more. I just got to figure out how far I want to go. But man, it would be nice to only have you. Ooh.
You got to grab as
Money.
many as you can, and I'll
Yeah.
tell you why. Because
What?
someone else gets their foot in the door.
You're right. That's the way I'm
Especially
looking
like
at
the
it.
green car guy.
That's the way
What's
I'm
it,
looking at it.
quarterly? Is it quarterly in and out
Yes.
or quarterly?
Quarterly.
Quarterly in and out, man. You're talking what? Like, I'm gonna guess here with all the traveling, 7 to 9 work days, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Every 3 months.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, you're filling out almost a month worth of your schedule every year. I mean, kind of worth it.
Yeah.
Who cares if
Yeah.
you're traveling? You don't have to think about it. You're just
You're
like,
right.
"Bang,
So
got it."
I am thinking about it the right way then, because that's the way
Yeah.
I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's money in hand that
Yeah.
you don't have to think
So
about.
I am thinking about it the right way then. So
And
that's
you know
what
what?
I'm
I
going to
mean,
do.
you could see a bank out there and then maybe be like, hey, I kind of like that building. Every time I come out and do this bank, I'm gonna leave a card there to try to
Right.
tighten
Get that
this little
building.
area.
Yeah.
Well,
Or a
she-
car dealership. Or
she was really
something.
cool
you
about
can
it.
approach them and say, "Hey, I do this bank quarterly. I'm already here. Are you interested in? At least let me give you a card."
Yeah.
I'm telling you, sometimes walking over sweaty while you're working on that place to go over there, they're like, oh, all right, this guy's working hard.
Right.
And
Yeah.
they'll catch you doing the work there.
And I'm always
Yeah,
sweaty.
works.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too, man. Anything over 65, my ass is sweating. Yeah, every time. Dude.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just and that
You're giving yourself an anchor in all these areas now.
Yeah.
That
Right.
Yeah.
it's kind
it
of
could
nice.
turn into something cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
whatever you want it to be.
But it's definitely, without question, a nice little fucking security blanket, man.
Yeah.
And it's what it will be is quarterly. It'll be twice a year in and out, twice a year outside.
There you go.
That's awesome. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So it's going to go like inside and out, outside only, inside and out, outside only.
Yeah.
Perfect, man.
Boobies.
And some of those are big, so I'm assuming it's a decent little.
Well,
like,
I mean, some of the
amount of
ones that
work
you've
and
seen,
money.
some of the ones that you've seen, I mean, I've got those licked. I mean, that's dialed,
Yeah.
brother. I got those dialed, brother.
Well, I'm sure you got some that are like 15, 20 panes of glass, and then you got bigger ones, and then
Yeah, I
smaller
got
ones,
one
yeah.
that's 3 stories, and I got one that's like I did a video a couple weeks ago where I drive around the outside of this building and it's all single story, just like fucking rectangular windows all the way around it. That's one of those. You know what I mean? But the way I looked at it is the way that Mark was thinking too. The first thing that popped in my head is I'm not going to say no to this woman. And, if she says, unless it's like 4 hours away, then it's like, what am I doing?
Well, you can't do that.
If it's
Yeah,
within,
but,
like
I mean-
this is what I told her. I said, within 75-mile area of where I'm at, I'll do whatever you got. And she said, okay. So I feel like that's a pretty good drive distance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think
I mean,
I
that
should
puts
be
you
out
about the
further
hour.
than that? Yeah, it's about an hour.
I'd
I
say
told her-
we'll start with it and see how the relationship works.
Well, I've been
And
working
if-
for the company that it reached out to me for about 7 years now, and I've been working for the bank itself for 20. So
They pay on time.
and they always pay on time.
I
And
mean, you could smoke a J on a ride out there. Who cares? You know what I
they
mean?
are
Go a little early.
they're the bank themselves, the guy, the guy that's in charge of the maintenance and shit of the properties, the property manager guy that works for the bank, recommended me to them. Like, hey, you should call. She's like, he gave me your number. And then she goes, I didn't realize that you do all this stuff, that you've been doing all this. Like, yeah. She goes, I've got this, and this. And I'm like, yeah, man. I'll do the pressure wash, the drive-throughs. I'll spray for spiders. She's like, I was like, I do everything, man. I'll take it up the ass.
Yeah. And well, I mean, banks are one of the
Jacob
most
was here, he
foolproof
would
things
clip
to
that
do, man.
and send it to us. I wonder how
Well, she
Jacob's
probably
doing.
knew that without you even opening your mouth.
I wonder how old Jacoby's doing, man. Has anybody heard from Jacoby?
No.
It's been a while. No, I haven't heard nothing.
His son should be turning
Nothing.
1 soon, yeah?
Probably
I was-
already did.
Yeah, I was
My boys
surprised
turned 1 on Monday.
because I was going to do that Panama City barbecue competition, and I did a different one instead. And he was planning to come hang out, but I never even. I sent him a message saying, "Hey, dude, the barbecue competition is not going to happen for me in Panama City," because he had shown interest that he wanted to come hang out. This was a while ago, and I never heard back from him. So, I mean, it's okay.
I like a couple a day, small jobs, cash, but majority of mine are card or check. Yeah, most of my stuff is. What's the census on cash or on the books, guys?
I don't do cash anymore.
Huh? What?
I've been through a Department of Revenue audit. I don't do cash anymore.
Really?
I mean, I might have $100 a month of people that are just like, we're not going to pay any other way.
Man, I'm in trouble then because, man, I got some old heads that I do their houses. They refuse to pay in anything but cash.
Yeah.
Well, you're fine as long as you
Yeah,
the revenue
it's
down.
different. Commercially, if they get a sales tax audit, that's what
Yeah, but
happens to me.
I deposit it all in the bank, so it's not
Yeah,
like not
that's
paying
fine.
taxes on
That's
it. You know what I
perfectly
mean?
fine. No,
Yeah.
as long as you got a
it's
line
fine.
item for sales tax, if it's taxable in your state.
Well, I mean, if you need me to lose an invoice for you or whatever, then it's fine. But we don't do sales tax here on services.
No,
so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't do sales tax on my services either.
Yeah,
that's
we don't
what
have
my
to, yeah.
accountant recommended, so that's what I've been doing all these
Well, yeah,
years.
it's not probably required in your state. Some states it's required.
Well, it's weird. Here in Florida, it's a cleaning tax. So if you
That's because you live in fucking Florida, man.
Well, no, if you don't have state income tax, they're gonna find a way to get your money.
Yeah, find different ways. But if it's fucked up because if you commercially clean windows, it's taxable. If you residentially clean windows, it's not taxable. And then if you pressure clean, it's not taxable on either behalf. But so you're like, I asked my accountant, what do I do if I clean in an apartment complex? Because that's residential. And he's like, if you're getting the check from a management company, then you can treat it as commercial. If the individual is paying you, then you don't take the tax. Yeah. So, no, I'm just telling you from my experience, that audit is worse than anything you ever want to go through. I've been workman's comp audited. I've been IRS audited. And not because I'm out doing bad things, because I've been in business so long.
Yeah.
It makes you're bound to get audit. I've had workers comp audit and a business audit, IRS audit.
That's why at that point is when I changed my business structure. They literally, remember Pier 1 Imports? You probably had them up there. They're gone now.
Yeah.
Furniture store. They had a sales tax audit. My invoice was in there. They paid me cash. And I got an audit because of that. They were literally calling my accounts.
Wow.
They would call ABC Liquors and say, does this company do your windows? Yep. Do you have an invoice? Yeah. Can you send me a copy of it? Yeah. Are you paying sales tax? Yeah. How do you pay them? Oh, we give them a check. Okay. They're looking for that cash. And at that point, the amount that was coming in wasn't worth that aggravation to me personally, because there is nothing worse than them dragging that out for 6 months.
Yeah.
And you got to pay an accountant, okay, or an attorney. It's just brutal. And at the end, for my sales tax, they said I owed them $5,000 from the first year I was in business in '99. And I'm like, wait a minute. I paid you tax. How do I owe you $5,000? I need to make enough money at 6% to give you $5,000 in total. But with penalties and interest, it was like $12,000. And the problem was that I was doing a lot of subcontract janitorial work. I was cleaning windows for a janitorial company, so I would invoice them, right? And they were supposed to collect the sales tax, right? Well, I had to prove.
The moral of the story here is don't fuck
around
with sales tax.
Yes.
If you fuck around like the guy that used to own my business, they fucked around with workman's comp and sales tax. That shit wasn't right. If you fuck that up, they're coming for your ass.
Dude, I have friends I have friendly competitors that say that will tell a customer, if you give me cash, I won't charge you tax. That is the dumbest thing you could ever do. Okay? Because if that guy gets an audit and he has your invoice and it's not marked with sales tax, they will take your company apart. And for every month they charge late fees. If you did that job 4 years ago, they're charging you late fees.
I just think it's obnoxious as a contractor. You have to collect tax for the state.
Right.
It's fucking obnoxious.
It is. But I don't
have. You get no benefit from it.
And you have to do all this work.
You're not an agent of the government either.
Yep.
No.
So it just goes to show we're all property.
Yeah. I had the workman's comp auditor show up at my fucking house. I called my accountant and I'm like, I gotta let this guy in. He goes, I would suggest you do. He can't go through your paperwork. It was for 1 quarter of payroll. Okay. And he had been, and I had Bank Atlantic and they closed out to BBT. I was waiting they had to archive, my shit was archived from 5 years ago. I was waiting for that quarterly statement so I could email it to him. The guy calls me on a Friday and he's like, I'm sitting right outside your house. And I'm like, what? He's like, well, I'm waiting on that last quarter. I go, I actually have it. I'm going to email it over to you. He goes, no problem. So I call my accountant. He's like, just cooperate with the guy. Give him what he wants. The guy came in. I let him in my kitchen. I gave him a bottle of water. I gave him a folder. And I go, you obviously see I'm not living in the lap of luxury here, dude. What the fuck? And he's like, well, threw up some red flags on the workman's comp. You're good to go. We're closing this out. You don't owe us anything. But I'll tell you what.
Braxton Miller says it's that damn Israeli government that we're working with.
Could be.
Listen, man.
Could be.
Me and Seth are fucking.
Yeah, insurance. I've never had an insurance audit.
Seth Byers is a piece of shit. What is that, a shekel?
Might be a little shekel here.
Yes, sir. Well, I just want to thank everybody for watching the podcast. I think we got this is the last one. We won't be back next week. Next week is Thanksgiving. We usually take Thanksgiving week off every year. That's what we do. And then we'll be back right after Thanksgiving. This is a different kind of show, man. We we spend a lot of time with our family and shit, so we tend to take the holidays off, if you guys don't know. So man, thanks for everybody that's watched. Don't forget the Zero Black Friday sale. 20% off all month long over there at zeroproducts.com. Click the link in the description if you want to go buy some stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Or you can call me. 419-515-2854, and I'll sell you some Zero products. Maker products, woo woo. WCRA. And all the other American Window Cleaning magazine, all them good stuffs and everything. Hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Eat some turkey, eat some pumpkin pies with our whipped cream with a dash of pumpkin pie. You know what I mean?
That is the smoothest pole I've ever felt going through that.